All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are taking a look at the crypto sector, looking at Coin and Marathon on this video. So I'll be honest, I was very much expecting there to be a lot of fear in the markets. NASDAQ, Dow Jones, and S&P did a little better than I expected, but clearly nothing good today, right? So I was curious what was going to run. I actually thought it was going to be the meme stocks. I thought Bed Bath Beyond, Carvana, whatever. I thought those were going to get some movements, but clearly crypto was the sector that I think benefited the most from the market uncertainty, okay? That said, we'll definitely take a look at the technicals, but look, there is a big test coming and you know I need confirmation, okay? So we'll talk about that shortly, but real quick, what are we gonna do? Same thing we always do, right? We'll take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how things are setting up. We have our 5 moving averages. These horizontal support and resistance lines I do draw manually myself, and then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like and subscribe, it does really well with the YouTube algorithms, but even if you don't, just thank you so much for watching these, okay? And then if you disagree with anything I got to say, please throw it in the comments, okay? I am not perfect, I am not all-knowing, I don't have a crystal ball, and yeah, if your opinions are better than mine, believe me, I really do want to hear them. I'm not going to be some hater that's just going to argue for no reason. All right, so let's get into the details. All right, really quickly, look, a lot of stocks did well in January. Clearly, there was a very nice uptrend with these two. I feel a lot of stocks actually came lower in February. So the fact that this went horizontal, not too bad. You know, I don't like horizontal trading. At that point, just put your money in the bank, right? But hey, horizontal's better than down, to say the least, okay? Interesting last couple days, because what actually happens is we lose the 200. We actually confirm the 200 loss, again 200 moving averages in purple, and we come down here, and really it seemed like this was going down, you know what I mean? But again, I sincerely believe this pop here, the pop we'll see in Marathon, the pop you see in most of them, I do believe it's because, again, there is a fear in the major markets, and the next logical place is kind of crypto. It makes sense in my head, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That outside, look, there was also a technical reason for a bounce to happen, right? You're staying at the top, you lose a couple moving averages, but you don't lose the last one and you get a little bit of a pop, which is always nice, right? Really what matters here is what's going to happen next. And I'll tell you, I'm going to go ahead and lower this line, I think, to right here. I do believe if we can cross this line, one, will be over that stack of moving averages, which is great. Obviously, you know I need to be over those. Look, getting over those 3 is not going to be easy. It's really hard to get over 1. It's really hard to get over 2. It's that much harder to get over all 3, you know what I mean? So this will not be a cakewalk. From there, I do care about this one. This is definitely the biggest candle, you know, since the last of it. That line right there is roughly 50% of this one and roughly the top of this one. So I do think this 6484 is definitely an entry consideration. I don't think I would enter this any lower than this. You know what I mean? I want to know we're going to break this. From there, it actually might be really smooth sailing up to 81 because, again, just that green, just that nice little string of greens and reds. I'm actually going to go ahead and set an alert for 64.86. Let me go 2 cents higher. I want to break the 5 cent. That's why I didn't do 85. I went with 86. Again, an alert is not an immediate buy notification. It's definitely a, hey, come check out the charts and make your consideration from there. But yeah, this looks good. There's definitely a technical reason for this, but I very much need confirmation. I am for sure not bullish yet. I can't be. There's no reason to be yet. I'm happy. I'm happy we didn't go down at 34 because that green would have quickly been red. But the 8 moving average is still looking like it's going down, right? This day wasn't enough to like loop it up hard or even give it a harder up, right? So nothing matters until we get over the 20 moving average at 62 roughly. And in all honesty, I don't think anything matters for me until we crack 64.85 basically. So I think that's a good view on the daily. Look, MACD is not beautiful yet. It's definitely red over green. There's definitely a little bit of a curve and maybe a calming, but it's not really going up just yet. Obviously, we see the RSI has made the move up already, but I like both of these to do the same thing. Volume looks good. Hopefully, we see it tomorrow. But yeah, overall, it's really about this cluster of 3, and again, that 64 and change line. Look, not a great weekly by any means, right? We actually lost the 8 on last week's weekly candle. We obviously did not make our way up to the 50. Again, break 64.84 might give us a reason to believe we'll actually break the 50. And again, if you break the 50, the 100's right here, right? So do you automatically go there? No, but the way it works is you break this, then you break this, then you break this, then hopefully you go to here, right? So, but again, we have literally never opened above the 50 on the weekly, let alone closed over it, right? We wicked for a moment, but we don't care about wicks on this video. So again, not enough to make me say I'm bullish. Definitely, I understand why we saw today's pop, and yeah, I'll be way more interested over that line. So coin, again, 10% single day is a very big thing. Don't underestimate that, okay? Clearly, Marathon did a lot better, but in a lot of ways, I'm still seeing a lot of the same comments, okay? Look, I'm going to start down here. Volume has been really insignificant. Volume's actually been nowhere near the 50 moving average, and all of a sudden we popped to 66 million. All right, that's a lot. Look, yesterday we were at 22. We go ahead and 3x volume today. Do you think we're going to do that tomorrow? I mean, hey, we've done it. We've actually been in this thick for like 3 days in a row, right? It's not like it's impossible, but I'm not the biggest fan of going 3x volume, right? I like something like this. Go here, nice little gradual there, nice little gradual there. Hopefully, again, you keep the gradual, right? I don't like these big monster volume spikes and then drops. That's literally the pump and dump phrase right there, right? Coming to the moving averages, which obviously matter a lot more. Look, I can already see it. I hope you do. This blue line ain't no joke. All right, that's the 100 moving average. It's clearly what stopped the January run. It's clearly what stopped that bounce right there. I don't know if we're going to break it, but I definitely will care if we break it. You know what I mean? And look, let's be honest, the distance, so what is this 100 at? 727, that'll take us to maybe 9. $2 on 7 ain't bad, actually. Yeah, I wouldn't mind knowing if we broke 728. 7.28. 728 will get us over the 100. Today was a monster day. Today we broke 1, 2, 3 moving averages on a single day. For real, we have to close right here. I don't think, what's your 50? All right, this is the actual we have to. If this must close at 755 tomorrow, 755 is almost 50% of this, almost 50% of this, and pretty much the top of that. Anything less than 750, 755, I'm not happy. I don't believe the break of those 3 was real, and obviously the 100 moving average is still going to be a pain in the butt. You know what I mean? But 3 candles on a single day, you close right here, I'm not happy. For sure, no. Close on the 100, I'm actually still not happy. I, for real, need us to get around this high. We have to get closer to 750 than 7, for sure, for sure. Monster 25% day. I'm not taking anything away from that. You know, I hope you made the money. I wasn't in this, and I'm okay with that, right? But there actually wasn't much of a technical reason for this. There was zero, like, we were falling under the 8 and going down, right? So the fact that this came up, I mean, it's not a phrase I like to use, but it's kind of like the hand of God just like came here and was like, lift my child, lift, you know what I mean? And I don't like that. I really, really don't. Maybe there was like a little bit of a support here, but we were down here already, right? So again, coin had a little bit more of a, I understand why you popped. Marathon, not as much. Marathon 3 moving averages. Marathon goes 3x volume, I mean, there's a little bit more of a prove it to me that needs to happen here. I can very easily see this closing at 624, 630 tomorrow, actually. So don't be too surprised if it comes down here. Otherwise, again, I'm probably not going to be very interested until this. And why am I not drawing a resistance line right here? Because look, we have the 100 right here and the 200 right there, right? So it's a little silly for me to kind of put one in between. But yeah, let's take a look at the weekly real quick. Man, this is interesting, right? Again, I'm very surprised we had what looked like this bounce. We're clearly making some good traction. Maybe 770 is where we come, and we'll see what happens there. But 770 will be a hard resistance. It's the top of this guy. It's the top of this guy. What does 770 put us? Is that the top of this guy? No, it's not. It's top of this guy. Okay, again, 750 is what we need tomorrow. I think if we close at 750, I'll be a little less scared of 770. Don't be surprised if we hit 770 wick tomorrow and come back down. Again, just giving you my opinions here. Look, I sincerely appreciate you so much. I appreciate your time so much. If you disagree with anything, throw it in the comments. Otherwise, thank you, and more videos are coming.